Okay, hello and welcome to Dungeon Keeper Gold, part 20 of my first playthrough. Last time, I think we were about halfway through a level. The second last level I am. So, yes, here, this one. Here.
Game loaded.
Hold on a moment, I'll just up the cycles. Go. And yes, so this level. This level is quite interesting. We have, can I pause? I can pause, good. We have an enemy dungeon keeper up here, which we have to defeat. We have this dungeon down here, which was already pre-made for us. Gold was very tight. We had a bit of gold up here, and that was a limited resource. So I mined all that. Also, our minions were actually a limited resource as well. We have a portal, but it was not giving us many creatures at all. We were told over to the east here that there was 2 dragons which we could get on our side potentially. So going through this cavern system and dealing with some heroes which are on platforms like archers here, wizards over here, and we went through here, and there's a prison here which had... Was it the dragons in there, or were the dragons over here? There was some monks in here, and I think there was something up the end there, an item. But yes, and we got all the way here, and there is some gems here, so our gold problem is much better than it was. The biggest difficulty with this level is, one, we don't actually have many creatures coming through the portal, if any. So the creatures we have are what we're going to keep, all that we've got. I got through most of this area, and these heroes which were scattered around here, by possessing a vampire. Because vampire, it was a level 4 vampire, which meant that if it did die, it would just teleport back to its bed. Which is a unique ability the vampires have. They do lose a level in the process, Anyway. What else? So we have gems up here, which helps us quite a bit. The enemy keeper has gems up here as well. But they haven't actually been mining this. So, and there wasn't that much gold over here to begin with. I don't think so. So I don't know what they're doing. Not much. Probably training. Training is a big thing also. We do not have access to a training room. So our minions are basically the level which we get them. And with not really gaining any minions, I've had to resort to converting enemy heroes. So we have a bunch of heroes on our team. Fallen heroes, we can call them. Which I tortured into seeing the darkness. They're now on our side. And I'm going to be using them in our push up here. Into this hero fortress. Where up here, there is actually 2 training rooms. If I unpause, click, we will be able to see, and pause again, we'll be able to see. There's a dungeon heart, which still weirds me out. Heroes having dungeon hearts? It's Dungeon Keeper 2, they don't. So, only Dungeon Keepers have them. So there's these 2 training rooms up here, which I want. Because I want to train my minions, and having gems means that I can train them until they're level 10. Essentially. There's a bunch of heroes in here too. They're all level 6, level 7. There's giants and there's archers. I think they're called archers. Yeah, I think they're archers. So they're going to be difficult to deal with. There's a bunch of barbarians down here as well, which are level 4. What else? Yeah, we have a bunch of heroes on our team. We have this wizard here, this wizard, another wizard, another wizard. We have a fairy there, another fairy. We have some monks, which are very good. I think that I got them because monks have heal. And I do have the heal spell, but having healing units in melee the combat is very useful. We have our 2 dragons. I believe they're both level 4. We did have a bunch of high-level imps at the beginning. However, over the course of the map so far, the imps have started to die. Just by getting caught by traps. Or by enemy heroes. And no matter how high level an imp is, it still has low hit points. So they tend to die very quickly. And it's very sad. I think I only have about 4 of the original imps left. Which is like maybe 1 level 10 and 3 or 2 level 5s. So, but now that I have some gems creating gold for us, I can start casting the imp spell, sacrificing the imps at the temple, and then casting more imp spell and getting discounts on it from the sacrificed imps. So I can actually increase my imp count, and I actually have 15 now, so that is good. I'll sacrifice these. Every imp you sacrifice removes 150 from the cost of casting the spell, I think. And it's permanent. So if you keep sacrificing imps, it will keep making it cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. And it's like every time you cast the imp spell, the cost increases, but the discount you're getting carries across more castings. If that makes sense. Anyway. Right, so let's have a look. What have we got? We've got 4 wizards, 4 monks, 2 fairies. Wizard, monk, fairy. We've got 6 trolls, 2 dragons, 2 mistresses, 1 bile demon, 2 vampires, a ghost, and a tentacle. The tentacle is really quite good. It's got freeze. It's very nice to have, because it can paralyze or freeze enemy spellcasters. Also, the gold means that I can cast lightning. I don't know whether I want to cast lightning though, because lightning straight out kills creatures, and I would prefer to have these creatures on my side. I'm not the most knowledgeable on what creatures hate other creatures. I would have to check the wiki if it ever came up, because I can't recall it off the top of my head. And I don't really want to do that now. I mean, reading through the wiki for all that information. So, let us... no, you're just level 1. So, when's that level 4? Here you are. Break through that. Yeah, he's just attacking a gate. I think there's guys behind it. Okay, good. Imps. I want those 2 dragged off to my prison. Monks, I want you... have some chickens. Now, because gold was tight, I had to heal the heroes which were in my prison by feeding them chickens. Because you can heal units by feeding them chickens. They, gain their health slowly. But it does heal them. And it doesn't heal them if I slap them afterwards. I mean, slapping hurts them. I might just heal them. I've got the gold coming in. Oh, he actually ate the chicken on his own. Okay, there we go. You. Oh. Almost disastrous. I want them to join me. Got like a sword getting poked through their insides or something, I don't know. So weird. Anyway. I'm gonna have to check on them every now and then to make sure that they're actually going to get converted and so they don't die. That's why I have a ghost, because I let one of the... What was it, a wizard, I think, die? Anyway. It's not a big deal, but it was kind of annoying. What level is the ghost, anyway? 4. Ghost's like hanging around in the temple. Why he's over there. But we'll just wait for these guys to get converted. I don't think we're in any major rush in this level. The enemy keeper doesn't really seem to be doing much. So, they're not attacking me, and if they're training their creatures, well, fine. Not much I can do to stop them from doing that. Yes. There's another door there. As I said, I'd like to get these training rooms. Because I can't build them. See? There is also the scavenger room. I thought about scavenging units from the enemy. But I was looking around the enemy's base, the enemy dungeon keeper that is, and I saw they had a scavenger room. They actually have a scavenger room and they have skeletons. So if I was getting skeletons, they would be able to steal them. So it's probably a good thing I didn't end up deciding to build a skeleton army, because they just keep stealing my skeletons from me. Scavenger room allows you to, like, steal units from the enemy keepers by putting a creature of a relevant level inside there. Don't know whether you can steal heroes. Don't know whether that actually is a thing. I might actually look that up. Hold on. I'm actually intrigued enough that I am going to look that up on the wiki. I knew I said I wasn't going to, but that thought... Because the heroes don't gain access to the scavenger room. The scavenger room allows you to steal enemy creatures and turn them to your side. It can also attract new creatures of the same type to your dungeon arriving from a portal. Oh, okay. After placing a room in a scavenger room, it also attracts hellhounds, which are a unit. Each creature placed in the room takes up 1 tile. Bear in mind, if your opponent often can and will try to do the same to you, creatures held in the prison cannot be scavenged. Placing 1 type of creature inside the temple will immunize that creature and 2 others of its kind. High level creatures can scavenge low level creatures easily. Imprisoned creatures that are preying in the temples cannot be scavenged. When a creature is scavenged, there's sparkle, blah blah blah. Doesn't say when you can scavenge hero units. Don't know. It says creatures, and creatures are is the name in game for the dungeon keeper units, not the heroes. Let's put up wizard. Just want to have a look up at hero. Go wizard. Do they have any dislikes? Likes, research, and in Dungeon Keeper 2 they hate warlocks, and apparently in Dungeon Keeper 1 they're immune to gas for some. Anything else? Let's have a look at the giant. Immune to training. Or it likes training. I think it likes training. The formatting is a little difficult to read. Likes training, training manufacturing. Yeah. Hates trolls. Dungeon Keeper 2. Okay, fine. So we shouldn't really have any problems if we convert any giants to it. Come on, barbarian. Let's have a look at the barbarian, actually. What's the barbarian say? Where is it? Here we go. Barbarian. Likes fighting and thinking. Fighting and training, sorry. Okay, that's it? Yep, okay. It doesn't dislike or like anything else. It just likes training and, what was the other thing? I can't remember. Anyway, so primarily I'm looking that up to see whether the creatures dislike each other. There's some more creatures behind here. Come on. Break down that iron door.
Your creatures are under attack. There is nothing left to resolve.
Come on. Go! There we go. I do have to pay wages for the heroes which I convert to my side. Pretty sure that was a thing in Dungeon Keeper 2 as well. Suppose you can put it up as like, I don't know. They may be converted to your side, but now they've lost their morals. They want to be paid for their dirty work. I don't know whether the heroes actually get paid if they're on the hero faction. I don't think so. The hero faction in Dungeon Keeper is not really a full faction. I've said that before. It's sort of, I don't know. It's the units of a faction, but it doesn't have the like management section of a faction. Okay, let's get some more barbarians. Heal them up. I don't know whether it's better to heal them in, like, just charging it up fully, or in increments. Smaller increments. I suppose by charging it up. There we go. I'm gonna have to collect more gold from over here. Because my aims are collecting gold all the way over there, I have to ferry it back to my base every now and then. Ah yes, I also remember the game mentioned, like, you found 3 boulder traps. These are all the ones that you're going to have, so use them wisely. So, I suppose I have boulder traps. I don't. I think my workshop's full, so I haven't actually placed them anywhere. Put that there. That there. Put this iron door here. This one there. You do have magic doors too. Magic doors are interesting. They are really good defensively against physical attacks. So I'm just placing these mostly so that we can get them out of my job. Word of power. Oh yeah, wait. I almost forgot about the people getting tortured. Yeah, they're not too badly hurt. The word of power trap. I have seen what that is. It's like a area of a. It's like a. But you can kind of see from the icon. It's like an expanding wall of flame, which spreads out and hurts everything in an area. Seems quite powerful. On there. Got the alarm traps. Just stick those there, then I'll sell them. Alarm traps really aren't that useful. Oh good, thank you. We got a wooden door. Well done. And put it there. Ugh. I do like Dungeon Keeper 2 better in regards to the workshop, where you can actually tell your creatures what things you want constructed. Having the extra control really helps with designing your dungeon. Dungeon Keeper 1 is hands off in that regard. Your creatures create stuff and you don't have any actual control over what you want from them. You don't have any control over what they produce.
A trap has been manufactured.
So, it just said a trap was produced, but I don't know what type of trap until I check. It was another alarm trap. $18. Go. I just bought a bunch of imps. I've got the money.
An enemy has been converted to
Oh! I forgot about him as well. Again. Thankfully, he converted. Just before he died, I think. Oh no, he's got half health. You can see all the heroes. They sleep in these little protective circles. Kind of wish they had their own beds. At the same time, I understand why they have those. Oh, that's the tentacles bed. Yeah, tentacles are there. Orb thing. That's the tentacle. Look at them wandering around. What's this? Steel Hero. Ooh. Sure, let's go get that. Now, I can apparently, as I was told, I'll just do a save. Up here. Part 20.
game saved.
Apparently, you can reload the game depending to like to try and get different heroes. I don't know whether I'll do that. I mean,
A trap has been
sure,
manufactured.
on the one hand, you know, I think the first time I used one, I got a level 3 archer and was like, oh, that's kind of pathetic. And it is, really, because it's like, oh, I went to all the effort to get that, and then I got the level 3 archer, which is really not that good. So if you reload and see whether you could get something else, I suppose that's maybe. On the other hand, I don't know. I don't really mind the challenge from getting something, you know, that might not be the best from it. I tend to think, I don't know, if I need to do something like save load, because I didn't get a good hero or something, I need to, I've kind of got bigger problems. But let's hope I never actually start playing role-playing games, because I would like to do some, but my methods of playing them are... Oop. A tunnel to the north leads to the Lord of the Realm's domain. This gate is guarded well. It might be wise to direct the human's attention towards your subterranean enemy. Okay. He's talking about this. Tunnel to the north leads to the Lord of the Realm's domain. Okay.
Your creatures are under attack.
Well, we've got the heroes coming. You... I'll just save you, because I don't want you dying. You Mr. Level 1 vampire. They don't seem to be gaining experience in battle in this level either. Okay, thank you. And pick up those heroes, drag them to my prison, where I shall heal them, show some benevolence before I torture them until they join my side. It's a whole carrot and stick. Sounds horrible, but I am an evil dungeon keeper. I don't get paid to be nice. I am not nice.
A trap has been manufactured. Your workshop is not big enough.
Come on. Heal them all a little bit. I feel like in the previous level, they actually, during torture, they actually like lost a chunk of their health at once rather than just one of the petals. I don't know. Okay, you're healed. Good. I cast thee into the torture chamber until thou sees the darkness. Repent your goodly ways. Join the cult of evil. We've got, I don't know, what have we got? We've got chickens. You have to eat raw. Who's getting annoyed? Vampire. Why? Why? Stupid vampire. Vampires dislike being in the temple. So I don't know why vampires insist on spending time in the temple. Like, they just go there sometimes to worship. But they hate being in the temple. I don't know. It's an eternal puzzle. I'll just give you some gold. There you go. Hey, Dragon, you can have the rest of that. I'm just showering gold on my minions. Giving gold to your minions is a way to keep them happy. If they're upset, you can just give them some money and they'll be like, hey, thanks! Like, yeah, you're not so bad. Essentially bribing them to stay in your base. Though if things get so bad that all of your creatures are getting upset, you can't really pay them all. It's only really good for the occasional creature getting upset.
It is payday.
Okay, good. We've actually got a lot of gold. Good. Do I want to build a scavenger? I don't. Not really. Do I want to break into here? A lot of level 7, level 6 creatures. Can I take them all? Chances are if I break into here, a larger, even more creatures, heroes are going to spawn out of here. Very dark over there. What is this? I thought heroes were supposed to be like living above ground in well-lit areas. Let's save again. Where's this? Okay. This is leading out.
An enemy has been converted.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me. Just heal them.
An enemy has been converted to your cause.
And you? You want to join your compatriots? Barbarians just like sleep standing up. Barry's like, I don't know. I think they're like curled up and like rocking back and forth. Can't imagine it's good to be a fairy and stuck on the ground. The wizards like float there in the bed.
Enemy has been converted to your cause.
Hey! Welcome! My ever-increasing army of evil. I could like lightning all these guys and weaken them, ready for my assault, because I can shoot lightning into their base. It feels cheesy, but it is a tactic. Oh, you're injured. How are you injured? Giants are kind of scary. They have a lot of hit points and they hit hard. They're a major pain in Dungeon Keeper 2. I gotta save again. I know I seem to be saving a lot, but... Okay. And I'm gonna break up into here. This level's taken quite a long time, so... I would prefer to save and then reload to before I did something silly. Then have to redo the entire level. Since this level isn't as frantic as some of the other levels, I would prefer not to have to redo the entire level. If given a chance. Mine through there. Are we going to break into another tunnel or something up here? Or another chamber? Just mine all the way up.
A door has been manufactured. Your workshop is not big enough.
Oh, nothing here. Build a 5x5 room. Another one. And then do this. Imps! Mining! Haven't done that for a while. Well, there's nothing up there. This just seems to be all dirt. I know the enemy keeper is around here somewhere. Around here.
A trap has been manufactured.
I heard. Oh? I know there's something around here. Yeah, there's a workshop. Workshop's full. Okay. Okay. You can see also here, briefly, the size difference between an imp which is level 1 and an imp which is level 10. In Dungeon Keeper 1, creatures who are higher level actually do get larger. Physically. Their sprite increases in size, which is kind of nice. I like that. Dungeon Keeper 2 doesn't do that. Is, I assume, mostly because they use 3D models in Dungeon Keeper 2. So they can't really scale them up the same way. They could.
A trap has been manufactured. Your workshop is not big enough.
Well, I don't have any more magic door. Put an iron door there. Put a brace door there. Build a gas trap. Oh yes, and the alarm traps. I didn't sell them, did I? Oh. Get 250 per. They don't cost anything to produce, but they do sell for something. Bing. Okay, you're sufficiently weakened. This is costing me gold, but I'm kind of rolling in money right now, if you hadn't noticed. This is... Oh, I killed that guy. Oh well. This is so cheap feeling. I mean, you know, the game lets me do this. Like, not like Dungeon Keeper 2, where, what's it called? Where,
Your creatures are under attack.
you can only cast... Oh. Who's attacking that? Imps don't usually attack... Now, okay. From playing the previous levels, imps do usually attack doors. However, in this level previously, I have had the imps
A door has been manufactured.
just completely ignore doors. I don't know why sometimes they decide to attack them. Like, I would prefer if they didn't. They don't in Dungeon Keeper 2, I believe. But in this, they do end up attacking doors. I'm going to build a scavenger room just to see whether I get any hellhounds. I doubt it, but we'll see. And I'll build a guard post there, and I'll build a barracks here. You can see the vampire like spending time in the scavenger room. Maybe that will keep him out of the temple. Yes, yes. That imp again, isn't it? Is you need something to do. Reinforce these walls. How are we going? Oh, I need to transfer some money from over here. No, you can see all those lightnings I cast actually did eat through my gold a fair bit. Not over here. Oh, I've still got some gold. I don't think I'm going to get anything from doing this. If I put... Actually, hang on, hold on.
Your creatures are under attack.
What's in there? I don't have any giants, and I don't have any archers, so... it's smooth. I was going to see whether I could actually scavenge any of these creatures, but... I don't have any of those creatures to be able to put into the scavenger rooms. Yep, well. I would like the giants more than it. Giants are pretty bad. Okay. Bye.
It is payday. Your creatures are attacking the enemy. Your creatures are under attack. Your minions are winning a battle.
Well done. Actually, go up here. Frame rates are a little iffy. Like, yeah! Yeah! Hit those heroes! Shoot those heroes! Frame rate, please! Why does the game keep freezing? Anyway, how are we going? Damn it! No! You killed my ghost! I love that ghost. I like the ghosts. So cute. And you.
Your minions are winning a battle. Your creatures are attacking the enemy. Your minions are winning
Okay.
a battle. Your creatures are falling in battle.
Good, good.
Your minions are winning a battle.
Go up here.
Your minions are winning a battle.
The Lord of the Land comes. Here he is. Okay, we've got... Ooh! Samurai.
Your creatures are falling in battle.
The Lord of the Land is in there somewhere. He's level 9, which you can see there.
Your minions are winning a battle.
We could actually convert the Lord of the Land onto our side. That is something you can do in Dungeon Keeper 1. Dungeon Keeper 2... I think you might be able to do it. But at the same time, you don't tend to really see it because, when you kill the Lord of the Land, the level ends. So. Hey, imps. Carry off as many of these heroes as you can! And the Lord of the Land, they're still... Actually, it looks like we might have killed him outright. Oh well. I think he just went invisible. Come on. Be not that hard. The weird little noises are like homing shots for some of my guys. It's very weird.
Trap has been manufactured. Your workshop is not big enough. Your creatures are attacking the enemy. Your minions are winning a battle. Your minions are winning a battle.
I think a dragon must have killed the Lord of the Land. Oh, we won! Hooray! Get rid of that. And everyone can go home and go to bed. Well, now we have training rooms. There's a destroy walls there too. How's our prison looking? Actually, there's a archer there. I'd like you to get him, put him into a... Or put him into my prison. Yes. Bed is another word for prison. No. Hello! Oh, there's the Lord of the Land.
Your creatures are falling in battle. Your creatures are attacking the enemy.
What? Oh. What happened there was they were dragging one of the heroes to my prison. But they gained consciousness while they were being dragged, and so they started attacking my imp who was dragging them. I don't know if I'm going to be able to convert all these guys in time. There's too many! I would like the Lord of the Land. Lord of the Land. There he is. Yeah, he's beating the Lord of the Land with a massive hammer. Heal whoever. Probably gonna cost me a huge amount of gold. I wish you could, like, say, just cast it overcast it by default, rather than having to hold the mouse button down every time.
An enemy has been converted to your cause. You have caved this enemy room. A door has been manufactured. Your workshop is not big enough.
Right. Increase the size of the torture chamber. Ah, the screams are tortured. Ah. Now, some of my creatures are probably going to end up hating each other because I think samurai actually dislike another creature. Let me just check that up. Samurai. Okay, samurai. They hate mistresses and not training. Okay, well, I've only got one mistress. So that shouldn't be too much of a problem. What other creatures are we converting? We're converting a knight. Do knights hate anyone in particular? Wait, no, that's... Wait. Likes. Hates. Counterpart, Black Knight. Oh, okay, in Dungeon Keeper 1, it seems like they don't actually dislike anyone. In Dungeon Keeper 2, they dislike 3 different creatures. What else is there? There was the... Archer, is it? Is that the creature I'm thinking of? No, the Archer is a red tunic. Is it the Thief? It might be the Thief. Let's have a look anyway. Thieves in Dungeon Keeper 1 dislike no one. Archers dislike no one. So there's no problem there. We have giants. Do giants dislike anyone? They like training. And they don't dislike anyone. Okay. So we should actually be fine on liking and disliking. Do monks dislike anyone? Okay. Dungeon Keeper 2 makes it like a lot of the dislikes in Dungeon Keeper 2 between creatures is between your creatures and hero units. Not between the creatures you can have on your team, if that makes sense. Okay. A lot of the creatures on your team... I'm confusing myself again. A lot of the dislike in Dungeon Keeper 2 between units is between creatures and heroes. Heroes being the good faction, and creatures being the evil faction, the one you play at. In Dungeon Keeper 1, the dislikes are more between different evil creatures, and not so much between heroes. But there are some, like these samurai, who do dislike creatures. Samurai dislike mistresses. I do like how Dungeon Keeper 1 makes it so that heroes don't have as many dislikes about evil creatures, because it encourages the player to convert them to their side more often. You're seeing them more as an asset. In Dungeon Keeper 2, it often felt that while you could convert heroes to your side, it wasn't exactly in your best interests, because your creatures would just end up hating everyone and getting upset, and they just leave or get into fights. And it wasn't really worth the effort, because it was like, oh, I can get I can get like a wizard or a monk. Like, that's cool, but at the same time, the monks hate vampires, they hate dark angels or whatever, and those are two very valuable units, so it's not really worth having the monk, because you prefer the dark angel and the vampire. So. We do have this guy, though, the Lord of the Land. Is he called a knight or a paladin? He's called a knight. We can actually train creatures now, because we have training rooms up in there previous dungeon. Hey imps, how are you going? Training rooms. Your evil has corrupted a samurai warrior. He has forsaken honor to join your cause. Should your minions suffer heavy casualties, this warrior will even call upon his brothers in arms to offer assistance. How kind. How stupid. Cool. I didn't know that they did that. Yep, there he is. Healing down. So, what abilities does he have actually? He has sight, and he has lightning, and hand to hand. Okay, maybe he's not high enough a level to get that ability they were talking about. I'll just keep healing my tortures, the prisoners in the torture room. There we go. Now, what was it about the samurai? Let's see. What's these moves? Samurai spells. Level 1, hand to hand. Level 5, sight, 6 lightning, 7 speed, and 9 freeze.
An enemy has been converted to your cause.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Samurai live to train and will gain experience rapidly. If they are not allowed to train, are under level 10, and have no pre-designated job like guard duty to keep them occupied, they will grow angry. Angered samurai can go on a rampage and start attacking other creatures or even join the enemy. Big responsibility there. Don't want them joining the enemy. How are we going for time? I might go for another. Level might actually take 3 videos. Kind of 3. Giants are in there. Okay. Let's build a layer up here.
Your workshop is not big enough.
And we'll build a hatchery up here. Because heroes, once they join our side, do need to eat.
An enemy has been converted to your cause.
You two. Build your beds up here. Because you'll be wanting to train. These training rooms are tiny. Because they got no walls on them, so... Having reinforced walls on a room does improve the efficiency of the room and allows more creatures to... But those ones are surrounded by water, so... They're really quite tiny. Oh! I can actually build training rooms now! Cool! Oh, so good. Where do I want to build a training room? There's something that's a hatchery in there. Let's mine this out here. On the one hand, I would like to train my creatures. On the other hand, that's going to cost me gold. It's actually going pretty well now. Well done. Well done. And this is... Got another samurai. Got another 2 samurai. And a chicken. I converted a chicken to my side. I think he ate the chicken and then made his bed. What are you? Oh no, it doesn't say. I was making a training room. Really? There we go. Ugh. Ow. Still not converted yet. Hey. You can also see here, even though I expanded the torture chamber by mining out this wall, and it gave me more of these spaces here, you can't reinforce impenetrable rock. So you do lose... It's not as efficient as if it was surrounded by dirt. At least I'm pretty sure that's the case. I do have the walls on low. Let's have a look. I can raise the walls. This is how they normally look. I lowered them for visibility purposes, but you can see the walls of the dungeon a bit better when it's up like this. See all the black bookshelves on the walls and all that. Actually forgotten I'd put it on! Anyway, but why keep it down? It makes it a bit, if it makes it a bit easier for people to see. Right, we have there. What are samurai doing? They're just sitting there. Are you resting? Oh, it says ninja lair. I see what the
An enemy has been converted to your cause. You need a bigger training room.
I see what the wiki means about the game sometimes referring to them as ninja and not samurai. Oh, it's another samurai. That's a chicken. There's a samurai. Chicken. Just turned the chicken into a bowl of noodles or something. I mean, they'll be happily training the whole time, so that's fine. I have 50 creatures now. I surpassed my enemy. Some gold from here over to my treasury. We're getting a bit light on gold over there. 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 I've connected all of these treasuries up, so this is all just one big treasure room. So I can dump them in anywhere there, and they will all go into the one treasury. Go. Go. There we go. That should be enough for the moment. Well, we're looking pretty good so far. Oh, I have a lot of vampires. They all popped up from the corpses which we collected in this attack up here. Actually, vampire. Hey, I know you like spending time in the what's it called room. I would like if you trained though. Need another I need a bigger training room. And I picked up a chicken again. Well, the training room over here. I want that chicken to be trained up to level 10, please. He is going to be my prize fighter. Where is he? Did you eat it? Oh, my prize fighter. How am I going to win the level now? I want these vampires to at least be level 3. That way they won't die instantly if they get killed. They'll teleport back to the lair. That lair is in. Oh, but it's because it's locked off. I was using this room. The reason why this lair here was locked was because I was using it to store imps in when I didn't want them running around. When I was going through this this tunnel system over here, because the imps would keep moving forward and tripping traps and dying, I was sticking them all in that room when I wasn't requiring them. That's the only way to control the imps. Right, well, we have the enemy lord dealt with. And we just need to deal with the enemy keeper. Going off. He's got a wage of 2,000? Okay. I'm paying 16,000 every day. Trolls have a wage of 50. It's because they're level 1. But right. Well, I think we'll actually leave Dungeon Keeper here for tonight. We've done a fair amount of good work. We've gotten a lot of heroes. My armies are now predominantly heroes. Fallen heroes! They're not heroes. I am not good! They have seen the darkness and have joined me in my evil crusade to get rid of all these do-gooders. I have appealed to their sense of bad through usage of excessive torture. And they now follow my evil hand. But yes, I think I will leave Dungeon Keeper Gold here for tonight, so I will save this on part 20 mid. And quit. Yep. You can see here, we're on this level here at the moment. After this one is that one. The only one left, I think. So, for that, I would like to thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to see you next time. I'll stop the recording here.